And what got my drug of choice was opiates. And when I was about 20 or 21, I just bought some pills in the parking lot from college. And the first time I did it, it was just made me feel better than anything else I ever had. And I just kind of took off with it. It was, my first thought was, this is how I want to feel all the time, every day. And I made it happen. So it took me completely downhill. I went to rehab the first time, 2013, and I had never shot or used needles or anything like that. You relapse. I was right back where I was within a week almost, and then I started using needles the second time after I relapsed. I went back to rehab, the same one, New Year's Eve of 2014 to 2015. And when I came out of there, the doctor over there told me I was going to be on Suboxone for the rest of my life. I wanted to be clean off everything, and I didn't feel any better with it. I really didn't. I was pretty much just as miserable on it as I was on dope, except I wasn't getting high. And so there was no plus side to it. And so I had to come off of it. And I detoxed myself off of it by tapering down. Yeah, and Suboxone was harder to come off of than anything else ever that I've ever come off of. And I was able to stay sober for another year and a half. I was sober for just over 2 years that time, but it was absolutely miserable. It was white knuckling, as they say. And I was just not happy. I didn't want to go to work. I didn't know how to have any fun. I was still just totally stuck in addiction, basically, just without the substance being there. When I came off the Suboxone, I learned real quickly that it wasn't just that was causing me problems. And it was only a matter of time before I relapsed. And of course, I relapsed right away, and it doesn't take long to get right back where you were. I was doing $400 or $500 worth of dope every day. I had been sick so much. I mean, every 8 hours, I felt like I was dying on the outside. I totally hit rock bottom this time, where there was no hope and no other option. And so we looked outside the box, and that's how we found this place. The holistic view, I'm more focused on how to live a better life. I'd been in addiction and drugs for so long that, like I said, I didn't know how to live. I didn't know how to be happy. I didn't know how to have fun. And so I needed more than just addiction treatment. I needed life treatment. There's a lot of rehab facilities that are nice and by the water and good weather and stuff like that. You can build a building anywhere, but the people that you fill it with are what make the difference here. Everywhere else we talk to, one of the first questions is, what kind of insurance do you have? She must have talked to Kat for 30 or 45 minutes, and it was all about me and my past and what I needed and what I was wanting to get out of it, and that's what sealed the deal. When you first get here, you have plenty of time to adjust. You do. And the fact that it's a 60-day program, I think everybody needs 60 days. I had done the shorter programs twice, and when I left, I was still detoxing. Yeah, I mean, literally, still in pretty much full-blown detox. I mean, you have a couple up days, at the end of the first month, but I was still detoxing. And here, the first week you have neuro, and then the next 2 weeks you have spa. And it just gives you time to get where you need to be mentally so that you can absorb the information in classes. And by the time you get out of that, you'll be into it and you want to go. You don't just have to go. You want to get the most out of it you can because you start feeling better. It helped me be spiritually okay, which I've never been before. That's the most important thing I got out of this program, was my spirituality. I've never had it before, never, not even from a young age. I just always had too many questions, and wasn't able to trust myself. And for me, that's what being spiritually okay means to me, was that I can trust myself now. I can trust that inner voice and know that it's leading me the right way. It's kind of for me, it was, I guess, a little bit of a process. The realization of it was instant. Once you realize that you have it and you start trusting yourself, that's really that moment where things start to shift, or did for me. My mom doesn't drink. She's never had anything that made her feel better than she felt naturally. And I never understood that until now. Never understood that until now. It blew me away. She says I'm happier now, right this moment, than I've ever been in my entire life. And it's true. I look forward to everything now. Everything, I dreaded everything, even fun things, social gatherings and stuff. My anxiety would take over, and I would seclude and use and just stick to myself. And now I almost feel like I can do anything. It's just so liberating. To be able to trust that inside voice. It's I can't even put it into words how good it makes me feel, just to know that I can do things and I can do it. I have everything I need inside of me. People that think you can't have fun without a substance, I would tell them to come here, because you will have fun when you're here and you will be sober. And you know, that was proof enough for me. The way I look at it, it took me 28 years to figure out how to live like a child again. I feel that happy and that open to information, you know, like a child now. I don't have any preconceptions of what things are supposed to be. I just know that as things come, I'll internalize them and I can trust myself. This place completely changed my life, and if I was talking to somebody on the outside, the best part about this place is I don't even know if drug addiction would come into the conversation, because I'm so much more excited about the way it taught me how to live a better life and to be happy.